I say let's just free flow.
Welcome to the Ash and Burns podcast. Podcast where we talk about anything we want to. We talk about conspiracies, paranormal, video games, politics. According to plans, Ash and Burns podcast.
Is that it?
That's it. We are live after 4 or 5 month hiatus.
What are you talking about? It's been like a year, bro.
It has not been a year.
Bro, it's been a while.
It's 4 or 5 months. I mean,
No.
did it spring? Early spring?
Yeah, but we did one episode from a 3-month break or something. Because we were like, yeah, we're back season 2, baby. Yeah, yeah. And that was season 2. Now we're back season 3, baby. Season 2 is one.
Very short.
Yeah, one episode. Now we season 3. Will it make it to 2 more episodes? I don't know.
I don't know. I know that we're going to try to do a video put on YouTube. Yeah. I'm excited about that shit.
Yeah. I got to get this off, man. It's hot.
Yeah, why do you got 2 headphones on?
I wanted to look important. Like I do something around here other than just show up.
I know. So we're in the According to Plans kitchen right now, down here in the man cave dungeon, and I figured I thought, you know what better way for Ash and Burns to do a podcast than in the kitchen?
Yeah,
because we like to eat.
Oh, I love to eat.
Well, we just got finished eating Chinese, and I said, let's just turn this kitchen into a podcast studio. With we are on a kitchen table. We're in kitchen chairs. Next door is the old studio. Well, my bedroom, I guess, my old man cave.
Yeah.
And then I got a mic on a stand, so you can sit there and cook. You know, if you want to, so inclined to cook me some food. And then I figured we can put a guest here once in a while on the other cameras. And I got this new way to record video, iPhones, iPad. And
I'm getting gassy.
Oh, don't do that.
I know.
There's no ventilation here. And so the goal is to get the kitchen cleaned up more. Right now I got some crap stacked in here, and we cleaned a lot of it up, but we're going to...
Man, this table's filthy.
It's not filthy, it's just full of crap.
But that's what I'm talking about. Filthy.
Yeah, I got like parts, I got screwdrivers, I got cables up here. I got sound meter for some odd reason.
It's a process.
It's a process, and we figured we just go raw dog.
Yeah.
There's no point in waiting, let's just go for it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Free flow.
So, this is According to Plans, Ash and Burns podcast, where we believe that pee is stored in the balls. That's what we believe in. Wow. And that, and we also believe in, what else we believe in?
Mine's in my stomach. I store it in my stomach.
Oh, gross. Anyway.
Helps eat up food.
Urine?
Yeah.
Hot urine?
Yeah.
Like lemonade, baby.
If
I did my hands like this,
can I pee in it?
I make a heart. Could you pee through that heart?
Yeah, probably.
That TikTok video is gross, by the way.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though: is it real pee or is it just somebody with like a?
I mean, it looked kind of yellow.
I know, but I can make yellow Gatorade spray like that.
The way that dude talked, it seemed like he was legit.
Really he pissed all over that girl's hands.
Yeah, she was just giggling,
holding it, going, "Ah, honey, you're getting me." What's it, baby? You're getting me, baby, getting me. Yeah. I hate people.
Why do I drink urine? Because it's sterile and I like the taste.
Your own urine, or
it's from a movie, man.
Oh, I didn't see that movie. Apparently, I don't watch the same
Underdogs.
things as you. Underdogs?
Yeah.
Never seen it. What is that movie?
Vince Vaughn, Ben Stiller, Dodgeball. No, Dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
Sorry. Dodgeball. Yeah, they were that.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, Dodgeball's also. It's got Rip Thorne in it. He's the one that says it. The old Luck of the Irish.
The old Luck of the Irish.
I watched that movie, man, like decades ago. And I can still quote it.
Recite it. Right by the beach.
Right near the beach.
That's a different movie, but
yeah.
So what have you been up to since our last? I think last episode we did was the Alex Jones special, or Jalex Owens special about death.
Oh, Uncle AJ.
Yeah, Uncle AJ, or JA actually. That's our uncle, JA, Jalex Owens, and copyright, you know. And so, what have you been up to since the last episode of season 2? The very short season 2.
Been working a lot. Been getting robbed through taxes. Taxation is theft.
Right. Okay.
Well, that's about it.
That's all you've been up to?
Yeah. I really want to get I've been really thinking about getting my forge up, but oh no, it's still in the box, man. Like,
dude.
Yeah.
That's been almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Since we.
No, I bought that thing like 3 years ago.
Still nothing.
You
know why? Because we play First Descendant too damn much.
Yeah.
Like I got
video games.
Yeah, I got on a little bit before you got here just to try to get some levels on Haley.
Yeah, I woke up this morning really early because that's what I do. And I knocked out my infiltrations.
We have actually been doing somewhat of a podcast on the Dumbash Gaming channel.
Yeah.
Playing First Descendant.
Being dumb.
But we haven't officially sat down in a while to actually do one.
Yeah.
So, I got to get lighting in here. I got lighting rigs. I can put lighting in here.
Like what?
Well, like a soft box for you. You got harsh light on you. Something doesn't make my head look so big.
What about a disco ball?
Oh, baby.
Right in the middle.
Just spinning.
You have a blue light over here, a green light shining.
I got those. I got the gels. I got the LED lights. We can make
gels.
The filters you put in front of.
So I don't know nothing about that.
You do now. So so we could definitely do that. And
are you being quizzed on it?
No. This you just get a certificate in the class.
Oh, well, it's good enough.
Yeah, that's what I do. And then we can. We can sit here and get ice cream out the fridge right there. The fridge right there. Stove behind you.
I like it.
Yeah, I like the kitchen.
What if I just cook like this?
Dude, I can put a camera there and you can cook straight up.
Oh no, I'm not hungry though.
I know, just that Chinese food.
I'm going to be bloated.
Mm-hmm.
I've been listening to a new pod called Ninjas or Butterflies.
Ninjas are butterflies?
Yeah.
All right, what is that about?
Yeah, I mean they're kind of like us. It's 4 of them. It's a husband and wife, and then a husband's best friend. Well, it's like 3 dudes that are friends, but then the main guy's wife's in on it too. Basically, how Leslie sits in with us sometimes.
Yeah, we gotta get her a spot here. We can. It'd be easy.
But they're Christian, but they're really wild. But they're into the same stuff. Like the main guy, he's into conspiracy theories and UFO, Bigfoot, cryptids, and all that. And I was listening. They dropped one today, the newest one today, and I was listening to it driving around. And the co-guy, because the third guy, he's like he played every one. They just make up a song, and he plays the guitar, and the other 2 dudes sing it.
That's pretty cool.
And then the wife just sits there and listens. And then it's a pretty cool podcast. But the guy that plays guitar is also their audio video guy and all that. He sits over there and does their stuff, and then they're the ones doing it. But anyway, so the co-host guy, he tells this really awesome story, and it's basically over in Egypt, you're not allowed to climb on the pyramid, but people were at the bottom and they noticed something up there, walking on the top of it. And so they were like, wow. And so they got the authorities, and authorities went up there, and it was a dog, and it had a collar on. It was just a little bone. And it said Cooper. And it was something and that was in Egypt. And they're like, that's weird, because it's in English, Cooper.
Very, very American name for a dog. Oh, Coop.
Yeah. And so I don't know if you know about, in Washington, there was this guy, it's called Mel's Hole. It was it's a conspiracy thing where it was back in the 50s or 60s, a man named Mel bought a property, and there's a hole in the property, out in the middle of nowhere. And he was
I heard something about this. Okay.
And he would, if whatever you put in, it's there's no bottom basically. And you'd go, and a lot of people went out there and threw trash in it and all this and that. Well, there was a couple out there that lived near there, not on the property, but like a property around. And 2 years ago, they lost their dog. And so it was like, let him out the back door. He's running all around, disappeared. 2 years, nothing. So anyway, so the people in Egypt went and like chipped him, and he had a chip.
And it's Cooper.
And it pulled up their names from Washington.
What now? Hang on. Hang on a second.
And they've never been to Egypt. They've never taken their dog to Egypt and all that. And it was like, he was very detailed, dude. And then they're like, wow, that's crazy. He's like, yeah, I just made it up.
Okay. Okay.
I had you hooked.
I was going to say, I was like, where is this evidence? Because that sounds like an implausible story.
Well, it's supposed to be like people thinking that Mel's hole is like a warp.
Yeah.
Like a warp tunnel.
I was going to say, I was like, how did Cooper get on top of it?
No, he made it up. And he said it, and everybody was like, and the main guy was like, oh, man, you got me.
I want to believe so bad. Because I was like, that'd be the proof.
Yeah, that there's a warp hole or
Cooper,
something.
that's a good one.
But he would be gone for he was gone for 2 years and all that. He went more into it. I just give you the high tides of it.
I was in it.
I should have let you research it, and there's nothing out there. You spend all that time researching it.
There's probably somebody that wrote a damn story about it.
Yeah,
I'm sure the internet.
Probably on Reddit.
Yeah. Oh man, I was hooked, dude.
Yeah, but he talks about a lot.
Now I've heard about a hole that was endless.
It was Mel's hole. That Mel's hole's a real thing.
Okay, so I have heard something about that.
Mel's hole is a real thing. And eventually, like, he had to, like, Mel, before he died, he had to go out there and, like, he basically built, like, not really a wall, but, like, a perimeter around it to keep people out, because people would just go out there and throw things in it, all this and that. And so.
The mob.
Yeah. I mean, you throw a body in there, if it's 300-400 foot deep, it's just a straight down hole. And then, so far it just turns pitch black,
I can't believe that somebody hasn't put a camera down there or something yet.
I don't know.
Probably like damn mole men or something.
Well, I think he actually put a lid on it, like a big concrete, and closed it up. Or maybe the
coop.
There was I think the Y-Files did a video on it.
I like the Y-Files.
Yeah, I do.
I watched a little bit of it too now. You got me onto that.
Yeah, well, here recently he's just putting out compilations because he's working on, he's so backlogged on videos, and he does a really good job researching.
Yeah, so he's just doing like compilations right now just to get caught up.
Yeah, well, he's throwing compilations out there just so he has time to still work. But he's been throwing out some crazy stuff. I like it. And Ninjas of Butterflies even watched the Y-Files, and they'll reference him a lot too.
He does really do good. That's the thing. I would love to. That's the thing. If I focused on a subject and got that in depth about it, I could do a living doing it.
Yeah.
But like, even with this podcast here, I didn't tell the story right.
Yeah.
And there's no research. We actually just sit down and we start talking.
Yeah, we free flow it. A lot of people out there script it. Mm-hmm. Y-Files is definitely scripted. He's mentioned he has writers,
Yeah, at some point you can afford to get a writer or two to take care of you.
Yeah. I just like free flowing, talking about whatever's coming up, all this and that. I don't want to sit here and try to read a script, because to me, unless you get really good at it, it just seems like it's ingenuous.
Well, not ingenious. It tells a story, and it gives value to the listener. What value does the listener get? They get us razzing each other. They get being dumb.
Yeah.
Like this
now, is entertainment.
I watched. I told you this earlier in the car. I watched Ben Shapiro. 1 versus 25 Kamala voters or something like that. It's made by Jester. I'm probably butchering that, but the premise is Ben Shapiro sitting in the middle of a room. He has a clock on the table, and it's a chair, a table smaller than this, and another chair. And it's sitting around him in a giant circle. It's 25 people that are going to vote for Kamala. So he goes, "Hey, I'm Ben Shapiro." Hey, I'm Ben Shapiro. He talks fast.
Yep.
And he goes, this is the topic that I'm going to discuss, and I don't remember the first topic. I think it was abortion. Kamala Harris is in something with late-term abortions or something. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
And so then he sits there, and then a timer, boop, 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 and then whoever jumps up and gets to the seat first gets to talk to him.
Yeah.
And then after a certain amount of time, the people sitting around him is red flags. And if more than half the room raises a red flag, then the talk is over. And then doop, 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 and somebody raises up. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And Ben, he's a pro. He's very good.
Yeah.
He knows the traps people try to set him up in, and he's very common sense. He's a smart guy. And these young people, all they really wanted to do was just to argue, but wouldn't talk about the facts.
Yeah.
And not all of them.
Not a discussion, just berate.
Yeah. And they would ask him questions that weren't part of the question he was discussed, but Ben just rolled with it. Okay, we'll talk about Ukraine. He talked about Israel and Palestine. And somebody said about Ukraine. He says, okay, well, we'll talk about Ukraine. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, it was, he said, I believe that if Donald Trump was reelected in 2020, I think that's right, yeah, then Israel and Palestine would not be at war.
Yeah.
And so, boop, 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 they'd run up there, And they argued with him, and he said, no. He says, I believe because blah, 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 and Trump was now allowing Iran to do this, blah, 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 whatever. And then when he didn't get elected, relax, Biden didn't do this, and now this is created. And they didn't want to hear that. They kept talking about stupid crap.
No.
He talked about the border, how it's not secure now, and abortion, and I can't remember everything. It's a long video.
Yeah,
a lot
I
of people
haven't watched
talk.
any of it.
It's pretty good. But he's very smart. And one guy came up, and he was a woman, trans man, big old guy, had a beard, but he's like, I got a vagina. You don't believe that? And Ben just like, you start trying to talk to him. This guy started insulting him and tell him, how's it feel when somebody talks to you fast and you can't hear? And so Ben couldn't get a word in. So Ben, I remember watching this, he just was like, just let the guy just run his mouth. And he just like this right here all the time. Because you can't talk to him.
Yeah.
Everything he brought up, he was just bringing up point that he's short or something, or I'm tired of your team always ridiculing and beguiling us and all this, and he just was like, this is not the topic we're talking about, but
Yeah.
he just let him make an ass of himself, and he turned the chair around backwards to sit down, and then when he got 14 flags, that means your conversation's over. Everybody else voted you shut up and you're done. He stood up and stuck his hand out, and Ben went to reach for it. He jerked it up like that and like just walked off. Just big jerk. Yeah.
Like, what does that even accomplish?
And Ben, I could tell Ben was just like, he kept doing this. Guy would say something that was like totally not true because they had little fact checks at the bottom too.
Yeah.
He just started just intimidating him and insulting him and calling him all kinds of names and stuff, and he's just like this. What can you do?
Yeah.
Because emotion gets involved too much, and Ben doesn't do emotion. He's like facts.
Yeah.
This is the facts. It's the facts. It's the
That's
facts.
how I can talk to people too.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't want this little short man telling me I'm wrong. I feel right, and that's the problem.
Yeah. Because if you have 20 people in a room, 20 people are going to have different feelings.
Yeah.
So there's nothing in facts, or at least something that it's common ground.
Yeah, at least from the standpoint of the actual facts, you can have a conversation about the facts. You can go, I know the facts are this. I know that that's correct. I don't feel that way though.
Or I don't, believe or feel like it's right.
You're right. The facts are the facts. Statistics are statistics. I don't feel that way. It feels dirty. Can we change that? That's a conversation that people need to have. They don't have that no more.
No.
They name call. They incite violence. That one guy was like, you don't think I'm a woman? You don't think I'm a woman? He's like, no. He's like, how about if I take you home in an ambulance or something like that? Remember that?
Oh yeah, that was Jenner.
No, it wasn't actually him, but it was a dude. Just
No, it was Jenner.
That was not Bruce Jenner.
Yeah.
They said that? No.
Yeah.
No.
I think it was.
No,
real.
this is a blonde guy. Something like go home in an ambulance, and he was like, "You think that's okay to say?" I just got look it up real quick. You think you can just sit there and threaten me? You think that's okay? That's what kind of made him popular. That little thing right there.
I was on Dr. Drew.
Yeah, I think that was it. Dr. Drew. But it wasn't the old Caitlyn.
Turn this down so there's no
Copyright. I got edit a lot anyway. Me telling the name, and then we can review it though. You can play it and we can review it.
Yeah, it's not. It was about Caitlyn Jenner's Courage Award. That's where it's stuck in my head. But yeah, it's
about the Courage Award.
Yeah,
that dude.
Yeah. So that's I was partly right because it had something to do with Jenner, but yeah.
I got no say about it. I don't. Here's the thing. It has not yet affected me in any way in my daily outings. Have you ran across somebody that's demanding you be called something else? I haven't ran across somebody like that yet.
No, not really.
It's just not. It's not a thing.
But I feel that at any moment it could be coming because anytime I get food or something, I'm always like, yeah, if it's a woman, yes, ma'am, thank you, ma'am. I
do that too, and subconsciously I'm like, shit.
Yeah. And it's weird because it's like that's what my parents taught me to do it as a respect thing. It's not like, oh, I'm trying to disrespect you by misgendering you. No, it's a respect thing.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. All that. So it's like that's what I do. But yeah, every time I do it, I'm like, are they about to flip out on me?
I always do. Yeah, and it sucks because it's like they won't realize or they won't accept the fact that I am trying to be super cordial and super polite. Yeah. I don't have to go, yes, ma'am, yes, sir. I can be like, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I go, yes, sir, because that's what I perceive.
Yeah.
It's ma'am. Okay. Whatever. And then it comes down to like, what harm does it do me to play that game and go, yes, ma'am? What game? I mean, what harm does that mean? But
it's affirming mental just unstableness.
Yeah, but I think it's a slippery slope. It's one of those things like it doesn't affect me a bit if you make me call you ma'am, even though you look like you. Okay, yeah. I said yes, sir. But what happens is when you tell me, I have to call you something, then all of a sudden I'm like,
speech police, as Jordan Peterson calls it.
No.
Yeah.
The fact that you're making me, no. I am contrary, and if I start here with that, then what's the next move?
Yeah.
No, this is the one thing I will stand my ground on.
Yeah.
And they'll just cancel the crap out of you.
Well,
you can't win. Of course, I think the tides are turning, though. I think everybody's getting tired of it, man.
I'm not on anything anyway other than us doing this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, cancel me nothing.
But it's not an issue here.
It's like you go out and step on an anthill and claim yourself the victor. It's like, you ain't doing nothing.
That's a good analogy, actually. That's starting to hurt my ears. That's actually a good analogy.
I just don't care enough.
I don't care either, but I know it starts there, and then what's the next thing? This is the hill I'm willing to die on. I have no problem at all. No problem. I encourage it. Be whoever you want to be.
Yeah.
I am being who I want to be.
Yeah.
So if I go, yes, sir, that's me as a human going, hey, you're human too.
Yeah.
You know what? we're in this together. We're on this ride together. Nobody's getting off this ride alive.
Yeah.
But when you go, it's ma'am, or I go by ma'am, then it's kind of like, oh, you think I'm an idiot? You think that my values don't matter and only your values matter?
Yeah.
No, sir.
Yeah.
No, sir. Let that happen somewhere else. With me, my beliefs are strong too.
Yeah.
All right, we're just gonna see whose beliefs are strongest here. You cut ties now, or we can get stupid. You know, I don't know, man. When I'm working, obviously, it's a different story.
Yeah.
You know, out there in the public realm, as representative of the community, yeah, yes, ma'am. Well, I apologize. Not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It just no. But if I'm out in my skin, in my community, as me,
Yeah.
no, man, no. Like, no, sir. It's ma'am.
Yeah. No speech police.
Yeah, no, sir. It's not, ma'am. All right, I can call you anything I want to,
Yeah.
and either we can end the conversation, or you can just not like it. I don't know.
Be
If I'm
mad.
to this. I don't know if it's gonna be worth it. This part,
Well,
I don't think it'll be worth it. I'm still coming. Yeah, okay.
yeah. Yeah, you still sound the same. Oh, you just take your headset off.
It's just making my ears red.
Oh.
My ears are getting red, man.
Poor little Ash's ears.
My ears red. I need a little bit headset to fit my ear.
Uh-oh. Dude, I hate ear hair. Speaking of ears.
Happens now, don't it? 40s.
Dude,
I'm fortunate. I have a few, but I'm not a hairy dude.
dude, my ear is full and they're always tickling me.
I don't have
It's
much.
always tickling.
The only thing that really bothers me is my mustache sometimes is getting in my nose.
Yeah, mine, because I have curly hair. Dude, I've got a couple of them that just go right up in there.
Old age, dude.
Dude, no, they've been doing that for a while, but I hate hair that springs back and just barely rubs you, just enough to irritate. So I normally try to keep my mustache pretty trimmed up.
I'm trying Sam Elliott kind of beard mustache. I keep it from overlapping my lip.
Dude, I hate over lipping too.
Oh, I hate it because you like drink something, like you gotta move your ear all the way.
Yeah, that's what I do
Let me
too.
get a drink of water. Hang
Yeah.
on.
And it's like you feel it go down your skin.
Yeah, every time, dude. Every time.
That's why I like straws.
See, I was going to shave all this off and do just a goatee. I did it for a while, just a goatee. I liked it.
You should just do straight mustache.
Dude, I look stupid with a straight mustache. I look like a person that kidnaps children and
Well, you can-
traffic them.
You can take that look back. You can take it away from them. Hey, I got that piece I needed. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and now I need to work on. We all over the damn place. I need to work on Ultimate Ajax or Lepic or Jaber. I have all girls.
Mm-hmm. Well, two of them are stupidly OP. Bunny and Freyna. Freyna's even more OP than Bunny.
I friend used to be that good.
Dude,
What did they do to her to make her so jacked up?
her contagion mod, dude?
The newer one?
Yeah, when we did that by ourselves last night,
Yeah. Let me get a drink.
dude, I threw one dart and stood there, and the whole room just kept dying. I used one power.
Only Freya there?
Yeah, it was when me and
me and you.
when me and you ran solo.
Sorry.
We did a solo one.
Brought to you by my favorite soft drink in the world,
Ugh,
Coca-Cola.
battery acid.
Yeah. Cleans out your system.
Yeah, I bet. But yeah, we'd go in that room because you were like, man, this circles room's going to be real interesting. Dude, I walked in, I threw that one dart on one side, and I threw the other one where when it hits,
pull.
it makes the pull.
Yeah.
And then I just stood back, and it was just like worked down, and the next thing you know, we're just off to the next
So
wave.
Contagion is First Ascendant, Korean game. I call it Thirst Ascendant because it's all butts and ass. And tits, I'm sorry. It's all tits and ass. So when contagion happens, so if you hit a mob with it,
when you level it completely up,
he dies. Does it go to the next guy? He gets it.
It's like thunder. It's like Thunder Cage. Whenever you kill an enemy, it does the shock out. Well, with contagion, it's when that enemy dies, it explodes and therefore infects the ones around it,
So
and then they tick because it's a tick down too. It does damage, and then when they explode, it just
that's interesting because
sweeps the room. Off
I remember running down that corridor. You were around the corner, and your contagion was up in the corridor before you got there.
Yeah, because I threw it on that one enemy.
And it just jumped the line.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
As long as they're within so many meters to, it'll jump to the next one. But yeah,
Dude, this is 2 podcasts we're working right now. I love it.
It's stupidly easy with her now. And then Bunny, of course, Bunny's always going to be flipping OP. All you got to do is hit her little high voltage, or not, I call it high voltage, her little ring, and just run around. And then as long as you're in a sprint, you're running so quick and then killing everything and then giving you mana back. You can just keep that mana bar up. You just keep running in a circle. Yeah.
I'm really digging on Haley though.
Yeah.
She I haven't got her right yet though.
Well, she's not a mobber.
No,
she's a boss.
Yeah,
slayer.
And that's where I like to shine. If I can get that beam, or if I can get the sniper rifle to crit hits,
yeah,
I can knock that bar down quick.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't though. Sometimes it's like white, and I'm like, oh, I only did like 800,000, or and it's like sometimes I do 1 million, 2 million. It's crazy. And I'm thinking I'm doing her mods right. There's a mod set up for one-shot boss kills, and there's a mod set up for running and gunning.
Mm-hmm.
And right now I'm working on running and gun mod, which is working pretty good. I can tell already because I can spam pretty much her abilities.
Yeah.
And it takes me forever to do things right because I always just rush and do things. You always have calculated,
I watched
researched.
Videos. Yeah.
I don't. I just go for it, and then I'm like, "Fuck! I got double work now to catch up."
Well, dude, that's what I don't get about Lepic, man. Because I watched a video of this dude that's like a streamer, and he showed all of his mods. And when he did that, I paused it, and I literally had the game running, and I was like, all right, in this slot he has here, and I put it in my slot.
You copied it.
I copied it flat out, leveled them all up, all this and that. Dude, he's like, it's ticking. A boss is like, dead. 28 seconds.
Have you got your reactor set up like his?
Yeah.
Even the little chips and the...
Well, no, but the chips don't really do nothing.
Now, see, that's where that gamer I watched did. He went and got the whole Annihilation set.
Well, I've got a whole Annihilation set.
Yeah, and for Haley and for running and gunning, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Apparently. So I worked on Devastator and got a couple copies of all of them.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's the only thing I can figure might be different.
Well, I run my components to where when I have the most HP and defense, because I want survivability.
Yep.
I don't want to just run in there and just instantly melt. So that's probably where I'm not doing it. But as far as mods, I've got all the mods down. But I'm, like I say, he can go in there and clear out a boss in literally 28 seconds. And then I go in there and I do the same moves he do. And it's like, by the time it ends, the mob's shield's like halfway down. It ain't even in its life yet. And I'm like, what in the world? Like, does the components really make up the like annihilation?
The only thing I can figure is that if you got the mods, unless they've nerfed them, if you got the the mods set up and the activators and all that like you're supposed to, where you can max them all out. And then if you got the reactor set up the way, other than the gun maybe he's using, because I watched.
Well, the gun don't matter with your skill ups, with your skills.
Well, I was watching that same video, and this guy had an Enduring Legacy, and with that setup he had, Enduring Legacy, he called it cheesing, cheesing. He was doing 2 million a shot. He just knocked down a freaking.
Well, that's a gun build. Was that with Glay?
No, that was with Haley with that build I'm working on.
Oh, okay.
But he used Enduring Legacy. And it was something about the setup. He was just like, He's like, yeah, right here's how you do it. He's like, go, just wiped it out. And I said, okay. So I copied his, and I remember what you said, how you copied it and still hadn't done it. So then he talked about his chips and the components, all that. I've forgotten the name.
Yeah, they're components.
And so I got the Annihilator set. I haven't got the same ones he got because it's random.
Yeah,
I got the best I could for right now.
Yeah.
And now I'm maxing out that same setup he has, but he had his gun set up a certain way that kind of blended with Haley's setup.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's because if you got a badass gun, you can take anybody's level with it. You can just wipe it out. Because I'll use the skills of the Descendant. But
well, it depends on the person. But I'm gonna go back to Freyna real quick. I noticed because you do her dart and then her puddle. I very rarely do her coating, her armor, that when melee mobs are hitting you. But last night running that, when you had the dudes with the sharp claws come up, I did pop that here and there. But then that last one, where she actually swaps over to that gun.
oh yeah,
that thing, when we were fighting the two dudes, the shotgun and then that shotgun dude, he got out of invincibility because we blew up his balls. I popped that gun out, and it was like 3 seconds.
that's what happened to him.
I popped that one mode, but it takes so long to reload, to recast. But yeah, I popped that, and I was like, oh,
Because I remember I heard the sound of him dying. Zoom. And I was like, what happened?
It was because of that. So now Freyna, I'm telling you, she's a flipping
beast. I remember Valby used to be a beast for a short time there.
Dude, my PlayStation 5
still is, though.
Hates Valby. Dude, if I do her, if I throw her little ball and splash, 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 and I do her little ring, her little glide effect, if I have both of those going and I do her circle move where she jumps down and teleports, every time when I come up, halfway up,
that's weird.
I freeze, dude. And so I have to shut the game down.
Yeah. Mine doesn't do it.
My PS5 hates Valby. I cannot play with her. I want to, because I want to eventually get all of them up to where they're just like God mode,
Yeah, I need to get Ultimate Glay, because I would love to have a rocket launcher, bitch. Just.
That's what you need for Molten Fortress.
I think so.
If you had one person that was a Glay that dedicated to that fight.
We did pretty good that one time.
Yeah, but when the mechanic, man.
You just cannot get those damn gates right.
People hate that mechanic.
I get why they drop out now. It's almost like this ain't worth it. To me, idiots. Because I was shooting them the easy way. Oh, 2 shots, it goes that way, you can connect. Oh, the 2 shots goes that way. People were shooting it like 6 times to get to go that way.
Yeah.
And I was just like, why are we doing that?
Yeah. I noticed that a long time ago, too. But I'm like, why is it always to the right? Well, like, shoot it, because it always starts, and then you shoot it.
It goes counterclockwise. Or clockwise, yeah.
Counterclockwise.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. I get it. If you don't kill it the
twice.
First time, just quit.
Well,
unless
you can't.
You got a 4.
You can't unless you do mega damage on just the crit points. But people go in there and just shoot wildly, and then that feeds that rage meter up. You know?
I did a lot of damage to Haley one time, and I was like, oh, this is going great. And then he went, and I was like, okay, we can get through this.
Yeah.
And then people nowadays, if you do the 400%, and 4 people zoom in, and people will just drop out if they don't have the right characters, they think, and make it easy. Like, if you bring a Eugen in or something, people just drop out. Like, sometimes I see Haley, and they'll see, like, a Eshimo or Haley. I've seen people just drop out because you don't have your Freyna or your bunnies to make it easy for them. And I'm like, happened to us.
Yeah.
And we said, fuck, let's run it.
It took us a while, but we did it.
Yeah, because we ain't no punks.
Yeah. That's what I say, man. That's the only thing. It's just like basically any online game now, the community, man. It's like people get into a cookie cutter mind frame, and as long as that cookie cutter if the cookie cutter's not there, people just don't even mess with it.
No.
Because they want everything so easy.
And that's aggravating. That's just frustrating. It's like, come on, guys, play the game. If you're just going to follow the same formula for everything, then don't play.
Yeah, it's boring.
I didn't think we was going to be able to do it with a Haley and your Freyna. I was like, dude, we ain't got the firepower. We did, and we beat it. I was actually surprised.
Yeah, that's when I figured out that the very end move, which she pulls out her tactical gun, and it's just like, pop, 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 pop. You know, you only get like 30 shots with it, or it's also timed.
Mm-hmm. I can't remember. Yeah, I think
no, it's both.
Both.
You have so many shots, and it's also timed, so you can't just pull out and be like, pop, pop, and wait a while and pop, pop. Like, it'll eat away. You know,
you gotta go town.
Yeah. So either way, you're going to use it quick. But yeah, that's why I saved it to where as soon as we burst the little bubbles and it came right out of invincible mode, I popped it, and it's like Lepic, where you pop his little, like, it's like he throws his whole animation. But if you roll, like if you activate it and then roll, you come up, you're automatically activated. You just go right into it. You don't have to wait for like the whole like.
I wish that was what Haley. Haley does her multi blast. I mean her.
Maybe you can activate it and do a roll real quick and see if she comes.
When you start it, she stomps her foot and then pulls her gun out. It's a whole thing.
Well,
and then she's like, and then if she gets frozen or hit, it just fucking cancels it. It doesn't happen.
Oh wow,
it sucks. So she's a distance player. She can't get really in the mix. She can, but
so you have to wait till you're not the target to be popping that.
Just wipe them.
Yeah.
I love it when a bunch of dudes with shields line up. You just go brrr, wipe them all out.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can do it with Freyna too.
Yeah. Just hit one dude.
Yeah.
And it goes on down. Well, yeah, it's a fun game. Working on guns.
Mm-hmm. What time is it? I was gonna say we'll probably get home tonight unless it's 9:30.
I don't know about tonight.
I will.
Dude, I wake up so early now. Like, I feel like an old man.
You are. Embrace that shit.
Well, I used to make fun of people like, oh, it's 4:30 in the afternoon. People eating dinner at Shoney's.
Dude, I ain't gonna lie to you. I wish I could eat dinner at like 5 or 4:30. And then go to bed at 9. I went to bed at 9 this week a couple of times. And I'm like, this is nice. Because then I wake up after my, whatever hours, and I'm like, oh, I still got an hour to sleep. I just go right to sleep.
Yeah.
I am very fortunate when it comes to sleep. I have very good sleep hygiene. When I go to bed, I go straight to sleep. I don't get up to pee. I sleep until when alarm goes off, I go, all right. And I hit my stop button, and I get up. I'm very fortunate when it comes to that.
I can go to sleep fairly easy. But then it's just like,
what's that noise?
Well, it's not that. It's just that I wake up and I'm like, because I'm so light sleeper. And then I have to get up and pee in the middle of the night like 2-3 times.
That's crazy, dude.
And then I go back and lay down, and it's like 30 more minutes before I fall back asleep. But then it's like, for some odd reason, 3 and 4 o'clock here recently, like I'll just be like, ding. But then I'm like, man, my eyes are still heavy. And then I'll close my eyes, and it's like I'm just wide awake with my eyes closed. Like I just don't fall asleep.
That's aggravating.
Yeah, dude.
If I do get up middle of the night to like move or grab a blanket, I kick and I have to sometimes pick a pillow up.
Yeah.
I just go right back to sleep.
Not me.
I go.
It's so hard.
I'm out. It's crazy, dude. I sleep. I am a pro sleeper. And pro napper. I can nap 15 minutes, wake up, and like, yay!
Yeah.
I'll need like a 15-minute or 10-minute break sometimes. Like, okay, let's go. It's a reset, man. I love it.
I mean, dude, it was like, I got so mad. It was like a month ago. It was a Sunday. We got home from church, and I was like, I'm pretty tired. I think I'll take a nap. I go in there. It's like, no, I got on, when we got home, I got on First Ascendant for a while. But it was like 3 o'clock, and I was literally like, I was like, I'm gonna go take a nap, and I was planning on like 2 hours, get up at 5 or whatever. Dude, I woke up, it was like 8:30, and I was like, what the? And then I was up until like 1 o'clock in the morning.
You ruined your whole
night. Yeah, and then of course the next day is Monday, so I have to get right back up.
All right.
Like I slept for another 4 hours, and I was so mad, and that's why I can't take naps, because it's like
man, nap. Dude, I can nap. If I put the CPAP on when I nap, I'm out for 2 hours. So I've done this before. I've taken a nap at 6, woke up at like 8, and then be like, oh man, I might go to bed early tonight and go to sleep all night till the morning. I am a pro sleeper. I can sleep anywhere too. I can sleep in this chair sitting up. I can sleep on the ground. I can sleep. I've slept standing up one time at a restaurant I used to work at. I went behind the cooler and put my knees up against the wall in the cooler and sit like this right here and slept.
Did you remember having a dream?
No, because I just little cat naps is all I do. I don't remember dreams. I don't do the fallen dream where I go. I haven't done that in years.
I don't do that either.
I have a lot of good dreams. I either flying or fighting, and I've never lost a fight in a dream. Like right now, like as soon as this podcast is over, we're going to talk a little bit. You're going to go home. I'm going to go to bed. I'm excited about going to bed here in a little bit.
Uh-huh.
I love because I get in the morning. I got to get ready for Farmington and go film tomorrow morning.
Well, I know I used to not dream, but then I started dreaming.
Stress dreams?
No, dude. It's just like no matter what's going on, it's always something bad's happening, and I can never win.
Really?
Never win.
Complete opposite.
I am always losing in my dreams. I don't
Superman
know
in
what's subconscious. Dude, I'll tell you a dream I had. I think it was last week. I can't remember exactly what night it was. But I had a dream that I was in a house. In my dream, I knew that was my house, but it's not my house that I live in now.
Gotcha.
So it's just a random house, and it had a huge window that looked outside. And it was like grass, but then tree wood line. And it was like the driveway. It was like the front of the house. And what was weird, it was because it was like my mom and dad lived there. But it was like I was my age now with my mom and dad, and they were fine, healthy, all that. And in real life, they're not, you know. So, but I remember this big dude, probably size compared to maybe King Hippo from Punch Out.
Gotcha.
You know, little Band-Aid on his stomach.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So is that big? He was like 7 foot tall and just wide, and he had a white painted face like a clown, you know, white and then black little triangles on his eyes. And he was like, he creeped up and was like looking right through the window, and I was like, dude, I can see you. And he's like laughing, like he. And I was like, oh. And I pulled out a firearm and was like, dude, get out. Like, leave me alone. You're not welcome here. And he just sat there, he. So I was like, all right, dude. Blow, blow, blow.
Oh,
I unloaded.
Crap.
I unloaded. Hit him all right here, center mass. He falls straight backwards. I'm like, call 911, call 911. I just shot a dude. I run out the house. He stands right up. He's like, huh. And then out of the corner of my eye, there's another dude walking out of the woods that had he was white faced, but didn't have triangles. I can't remember what it was, but on him. But he's like, ha, that didn't hurt me. It definitely won't hurt him. And I was like, and then I woke up and was like, what the flip happened? Like,
holy crap,
yeah, dude. I shot a dude center mass like 20 times.
I've shot a few people in my dreams.
And he just got up and was like, here.
So you won,
but
I
then
didn't. You lost.
Yeah.
And then you got doubled up.
Yeah. That's how my dreams are. No matter what happens, like I can fight somebody, I can be like messing their face, and then they're just sitting there laughing at me the whole time.
Oh, dude. It's the complete opposite.
And
when I fight, they're moving slow, and I'm like,
oh, wow.
Wham!
So you Neo.
And I hit so hard that everything's a joke. I'm not afraid of anything in my dreams.
You one punch man.
I can do whatever I want to in my dreams. Like seriously, like I've dreamed, like when I'm in a stress situation. Like what was one? I always dream about going to the beach, and I always dream about this one house. It's like a haunted house or something. But if something happens, I just go, just stop things. Like I can a car's coming down and just punch it, boom, stop it. Or I can just jump over it and be like, this is so boring. Like I'm in total Goku mode, Superman mode in my dreams. It is crazy. I don't lose fights. I've never lost a fight in a dream.
Wow.
I
can't win a fight
I'm
in a
in
dream.
full control of dreams. I have in my dreams I have fought just monsters, and it's just like fun. It's like really this is This is what you got. All right, well, my turn. It's just crazy how different my confidence is in my dreams compared to your confidence in your dreams.
Well, I don't know. Like, is it something subconsciously in me that just makes me like a loser? I don't know.
No, I think you handle stress differently. Like with me, everybody's got stress.
Yeah.
With me, I got stress going on now because I'm in a new position that I didn't ask for. I love it though. But it's like you find out who your friends are.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get invited to lunch no more or nothing. I'm forgotten about. And I'm like, huh. And I've always made a point to not forget about people when, and on the other foot, I've always, hey, how you doing? You know what? It's going, hey, you want to go to lunch? But after that incident where I left and had to come back, it's different now. And like, I handle stress differently. I just go like this with it. I'm like, I only got like another good 30 years in me, man. I ain't worried about that crap.
Yeah. Well,
so maybe that translates to my dreams.
Typically that's how I am.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You kind of go to your faith and you're like, yeah, it's just the way it is. Yeah. But my dreams, dude, I'm in full control. Everything's a joke.
Well, I remember when I was a teenager, I had a dream where I was in the middle of a field, almost like anime, where it's like a field, the grass was a little bit high, and it was like a little bit of wind, like
Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah, basically. And I thought to myself, I'm like, it was like I became conscious in my dream, but without waking up. And I was like, I'm dreaming. I can control this. I want to fly.
Lucid dreaming.
And I jumped up and started flying. And I literally remember going over the ground, flying, going real high up. And I'm just like, man, this is awesome. But the whole time I did it, I felt like I had like a little swirl in my stomach. And then when I woke up from it, and I still, like, in real life, I had a swirl in my stomach. Like it was some kind of like.
So your body was like, this is real.
Yeah, basically.
But not, like roller coaster kind of not. Is that what you're feeling?
Well, kind of. I mean, it wasn't like, it didn't hurt or nothing, but it just felt like something swirling in my,
Yeah.
Almost like you're nervous, but I wasn't nervous. I was kind of laid back, like a little bit of butterflies, But that's the only time I remember where I actually like controlled my dream. Like,
I've controlled a few times where it got too bad, and next thing I know, I'm like, hang on, this is a dream. I can just do what I want, and I'd be like,
yeah. Oh yeah. I also remember before I took off flying, and I realized that like this is my dream. I can do it. There was imagine a target, and it grew up, and I was like, Kamehameha, because it was like Dragon Ball Z, and I threw the Kamehameha, and it was like, blew it up. And then I was like, I'm going to fly like Goku. And that's when I started flying.
I've had a few dreams where I've had to, like, just was like, okay, let me show you what's up. Or Superman or something. They're like, the damn pole would bend around my head. I'm like, oh, okay.
What had to happen now?
All right, let's land the plane. We're an hour and 42 minutes in. Almost 2 hours on it. This is two podcasts.
Yeah, this is season 3.
3, baby. I got to do some editing. There's some stuff here where I cussed my kid out. There's where we looked up the video and we sitting quietly, and then I used the real name of the guy. Other than that, the kitchen, I'll get all that crap out. I'll get this set up nicer and neater. I thought about.
It's a process.
Yeah, it definitely is. I thought about even turning it maybe this way. I don't know if that'll work.
I like it like that.
I like this too. It's pretty good. Next time we maybe eat some pizza or something. Maybe not. Ash&burnz Season 3. Hey man, we're on Anchor. We're going to be back on YouTube now. Anchor.fm, which goes to Spotify, which goes to Amazon, which goes to Google, which goes to iPhone. Anchor.fm. That's where our podcast has been going. They get RSS feed to Amazon. So you can go, Alexa, play. Here's the thing, recently I've been like, Alexa, play Ash&burnz podcast. and it goes, playing Cash Burns podcast. I'm like, no, Alexa, Ash and Burns. Because you used to say Ash and Burns would play us.
Yeah.
Now it's like Cash Burns. And I'm like, mother crap. So maybe.
Somebody got the domain name.
Yeah, man. Ash and Burns forever, baby.
Yeah.
6 months, season 3, episode 1 and 2, 3, probably.
It's something.
Snap my fingers. Stop being gay.
No.
No, what do you say? Snap my fingers, you'll forget that you're gay.
Yeah. I'm not gay.
Of course. You're not. You forgot.
No, you can't just say that.
Yeah, you forgot.
You can't just say something and snap your fingers.
How's it burn, baby?